So my initial trades were in CHFJPY. First thing I did was to mark open float. For this we have to come in 1 day time frame, and we mark these sections, these time periods of 3 months. This is a 3 month time period, this is a 3 month time period, and this was the current uh, time period, 3 month again. In that, you mark the liquidities. These are the highs, and this was the low. As you can see clearly visually, you can see that the price was coming towards this low because it was protecting these highs. So we established that the long-term bias was for down. And this was the liquidity it wanted to take. Again, the price was here somewhere. I remove this. The price was here on this candle. And what I saw was this order block was the only thing left. Rest all the order blocks, if you see this one, it's tapped. If you see this one, it's tapped. This one is also tapped. And here there is no order block. So all the order blocks were tapped. That means this was the last POI. And this is where we can make our entry. If we zoom in on 4-hour time in the same area, you can see there is this 4-hour order block. This is its FPG and this is the order block. This is also an advanced order block because it's a green candle among all the red candles. There is also this mitigation block again on 4-hour, which means there is 4-hour mitigation block, 4-hour order block, and 1 day order block as well, which means that this is a unicorn setup. And that's where I made this early entry, which was a mistake. I should have waited for this, but I wasn't sure. So I anyways entered and I kept my stop loss beyond the unicorn setup because I knew it would come to touch it, but it won't be able to break it since it was a strong setup. That's what happened. It came up and then gave an immediate move downwards. In that process, while it was moving down, there was the small FPG created, it got tapped. You could have entered there. And then there is one more thing that happened, which gave us another entry, which I'll show you. This consolidation. After tapping this, when price consolidated, it did this classic thing of showed this classic pattern of consolidation, manipulation, displacement. Consolidation, this part where it broke upside was manipulation, and then this fall was distribution. This is where I entered. There was again another entry where on this FVG you could have entered here, but then I chose to enter on the displacement itself. This is how we got one more entry. And as you can see, they all were successful. Later, we also found out that here, let me come to one off. On this entire region, this entire leg, this was the only POI left. So this became the last POI. This is 1-hour order block. And more than that, price had traveled till here by that time. So this portion wasn't there. It was only this much. So if you draw quadrant on it, you can see this order block, 1-hour order block, fell exactly on this 0.25 region of the quadrant. And as per Sir's lectures, it is said that when this region is tapped, when the second last quadrant is tapped, it gives a very rapid move downwards towards the end of the quadrant. And that's what exactly happened, and that's why we made an entry here. So we were confident that it would go down rapidly from there. That's what happened. You can see there was just within just few candles, a low resistance liquidity got created and went straight down. Later, what happened? Market did a false market structure shift. Why did it do so? Because this POR towards which the market is approaching, is a high resistance liquidity, and market won't be able to reach there that easily. It needs more energy, more fuel. So what happened while it was making its way down till here? One more POI got formed on a daily time frame. On the daily time frame. So first, this was the only last POI left. It tapped this one and it came down. But while it came down, there was this one more POI which got created. This 1 day order block. It's also a green candle. So advanced order block. Let's go to 4. There were also these multiple POIs. For example, this 4-hour POI was there, 4-hour FVG. Then if you go in 1 hour, there was also 1 hour FVG. And then this, of course, the 1 day FVG, 1 day order block was there. So that's why market had to make this temporary market structure shift and go towards these last remaining POIs. And interestingly, what happened there was that it also created a breaker block. Buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. We show it in 1 hour time frame. Yeah. So you can see buy side liquidity got taken, sell side liquidity got taken. The fact that buy side liquidity got taken first also tells us that our bias of the price going downwards, still the price wants to go downwards is holding true. Because the buy side liquidity got taken first. In that, since market created liquidity while making this breaker block, there was no need for it to go and take this 4-hour FVG and 1-hour FVG. It also created this 4-hour FVGs and 1-hour FVGs and order blocks after the breaker block, but then it did not tap this because this entire leg of breaker block can be taken as a breaker block, and that is something that it tapped. So it tapped the breaker block. Whenever there is a breaker block, mitigation block, these are very strong POIs. Because of them, the last POIs don't get tapped. And this is what exactly happened here. So let me draw this. This breaker block. Let's change this. It tapped this breaker block. Then again we got a very precise entry where there was this 1-hour FPG which it tapped, and that's when we enter. To again catch the move till here somewhere till the liquidity or till this liquidity. Again, while going down, it came up and there was this POI was the only last POI left. Thus, all the POIs were taken. As you can see, rest all this one is taken. This breaker block is taken. So this one was the only POI left. Again, we could have made one more entry, but I did not. I did enter, but my stop loss hit because my stop loss was placed at a wrong position here. It was too close. I should have placed it here somewhere. And anyway, we could have gotten one more entry in this. Now all the last POIs are taken. Again, market created, while it was coming down, market again created one more POI on the daily time frame. This one, this candle, which is tapped again and is making its way downwards. Very interesting thing to notice that as it is very close to the liquidity, it is making sideways moves. It has to collect a lot of liquidity before it takes this one and then makes its way towards upside. So now it wants to do an actual market structure shift after taking this liquidity. But it needs to have that much energy. And that's why for, as you can see, an entire week, nearly an entire week, it has consolidated. What might happen next is consolidation, manipulation, displacement. And we have these levels upside. Let's see how it happens. Yeah, this was my analysis for CHFJPY, and these were all the trades that worked.